Yes, good afternoon, students. So, in today's class, okay, we will be having a discussion, okay, that is regarding the two important concepts, okay, that is what do you mean by the slicing, okay, and then how the slicing can be done in a list, okay, that's what we will be having a discussion in this today's class. And even we will also be having a discussion that is what are all the different types of the methods that we are going to use it, which are all the built-in methods that we are going to use it in the list. Okay, so these are all the two important things, that is slicing and then the built-in methods. Okay, we will be looking in this particular today's class. Okay, now, okay, you should understand that, okay, what do you mean by this slicing? Okay, so here, what do you mean by this slicing? So this slicing is a very important concept. Okay, why this slicing is very important concept means because the slicing is nothing but retrieving the sub parts of the list, retrieving the sub elements of the list. Okay, so how the slicing can be done in the list? Okay, the slicing can be done in the list using, that is the colon. Okay, so using the colon, okay, we can do the slicing in a list. Okay, now you can consider here this particular example. Okay, so here in this particular example, what I have done means here I have taken the list name. Okay, here I have taken the list name. So what is the list name that I have taken here? That is the T. Okay, and then here I have taken the 6 elements. Okay, that is 9, 41, 12, 3, 74, and then the 15. So these are all the elements that I have taken and I have stored it in the list name called as T. Now, how the slicing can be done in a list? Okay, so what is the syntax for doing the slicing in a list? Okay, the syntax for doing the slicing in a list is, that is the list name. Okay, and then here in the square bracket, you will be specifying the starting of the index number and then colon and then the end index number. So here 1:3 means 1 specifies the index number and even 3 also specifies the index number. Now, what you need to understand here is that whether the index number from 1 to 3 will be printed or only the index number 1 and 2 will be printed. That's what is very important. You need to understand in the slicing of a list in a Python. Okay, so whenever you will be giving, that is the starting index number and then the here end index number. Okay, the end index number will not be included. Okay, will not be included. 1:3 means, so the index number 3 will not be included. Only 1 and 2 index number is going to be given as an output. Okay, it is going to be printed as an output. You can clearly notice here is that is 41. Okay, so here 41 and then that 12. Okay, so these are all the two elements that are going to be printed as an output. Okay, so why this 41 and 12 only are going to be printed means, you can notice here I have given index number 1. Okay, so here the index number 0 is going to be assigned to the first element, that is the 9. Okay, and then here 41. Okay, that is this particular element is having an index number 1. Okay, and then 12 is having an index number, that is the 2. Okay, but 3 is not going to be printed. Why the 3 is not going to be printed means, in slicing we are not going to include the end index number, only up to. This is very important. Up to 3 means what? 1 and 2 will be included, but not the 3 will be included. So that is what, this is how the slicing can be done in a list. Okay, now here I have specified in this statement that I have specified both the starting index number and then the end index number. Okay, now let us see that what will happen if I could able to specify only the end index number. I will not specify the starting index number. So here in this particular statement, okay, I have not specified the starting index number. You can notice that I have not specified the starting index number. Okay, that is, it means that what value will be taken. So by default, the index number begins with a 0. So that's why here the 9 will be printed. You can notice that. And then 41 will be printed, 12 will be printed, 3 will be printed. Why not 74 will be printed? The question is, why not the 74 will be printed as an output here? Why it will not be printed means, because here I have specified the index number as, okay, because here I have specified, okay, that is, you can notice here here I have specified the index number. Okay, so index number I have specified it as a 4. Okay, so if I have specified the index number as a 4 means, so here up to 4 means 0 to 3 index number will be printed. So 0 is a 9. Okay, then index number 1 is 41, then index number 2 is 12, index number 3 is what? That is the 3. Okay, so that's why here up to 3 index number the elements are gonna be printed. So that's why here that is T is nothing but the list name and then colon 4. Okay, so even though I have not specified the starting index number, by default it is going to take the index number as a 0 itself and then it will be printed. So 0 to 3 index number will be printed. So that is what is the difference between this statement and this statement. Here in this particular statement, what I have done that both the starting index number and as well as the end index number I have specified. But here I have not specified like that. Okay, so that is what is the difference between this statement and this statement. Now let us see what will happen if I could able to specify only, okay, if I could able to specify only the starting of the index number. I will not gonna be specifying the end index number. Okay, so here you can notice that I have specified 3 colon, okay, and then I have not specified the end index number. Okay, so here 3 means what? It starts with the third index number. Okay, so what is the value that is the in the third means you can notice that it is the 3 here. It starts from the 3 here. Okay, and then where it will be ended? It will be ended, okay, until the end of the list here. So all the elements that is 74 and then the 15 will be printed as an output here. Okay, because here I have specified from the starting index number is 3, but end index number I have not specified. Since I have not specified the end index number, so all the remaining elements starting from the third index number is going to be printed as an output. Okay, and then here, now this one here, next example. Okay, so here in this particular example, you can notice here that I have not specified. Okay, I have not specified both the start as well as the end index number. Here I have not specified. You can notice that. Okay, whereas this example, in this example, and all in this example, all and all, I have specified either the one index number or the other index number. That is the starting index number I have specified, and then the end index number I have specified. But here in this particular statement, I have not specified like that. Okay, so T colon I have specified. It means that even though I have not specified the starting index number and then the end index number, just I have used here that is the colon. Okay, I have used here the colon itself. Okay, so here if I could use this colon itself means, okay, and then what will be the output of this means the whole list is going to be printed here. That is 9, 41, 12, 3, 74, and then the 15. So all these the elements are going to be printed. Okay, so this is how the slicing will be done. So the slicing helps you to what? The slicing helps you to retrieve the sub elements of the main element which are going to be present in the list. Okay, now, okay, you clearly understood about this particular slicing concept. Okay, now what we will be doing means we will be moving into this. What are all the different types of the built-in methods we are going to use? Okay, so this is also very important concepts. Okay, so what are all the built-in methods that I will be using? Okay, so here in this particular table I have specified what are all the different types of the methods, and then here I have specified the description of each and every method. Okay, so here I have specified the different methods here. First method is append method. Okay, so what does this append method will do? Okay, it adds an element at the end of the list. So that is what is the description that I have given. So similarly, clear, copy, count, and all. So now what we will be doing here is that, okay, I will be specifying you each and every method individually. We are going to look into that. What do you mean by the append method and how append method is going to be implemented in the Python programming languages and all. Okay, now we will be clearly illustrating with this particular, that is, what do you mean by the method, and then how the methods is going to be implemented. Now we will see one by one. That is, we will be seeing the append method, then after that clear, then after that copy, like that we will be seeing nearly, Okay, nearly 11 methods we will be looking into this. That is the today's class. Okay, now, okay, we will be looking into this, the first method. Okay, so what is this, the first method? Okay, so here in this first method, okay, that is already I have told you that the first method is all about what is that? The append method. Okay, the first method is the append method. So for what purpose the append method is going to be used here? First of all, you should understand what is the method name and for what purpose the method is going to be used. And then the third important thing, how the method is going to be used in the Python programming language and what is the syntax. Okay, so here now you can notice here is that append method is nothing but it adds an element to the end of the list. Okay, so here I have specified that it adds an element, add an element to the fruits list. Okay, so here I have taken one example. Okay, so what is the example that I have taken means here I have taken the example of that is the fruits. Okay, so fruit is nothing but the name of the list. So obviously I have taken the list name as a fruits means, so I should include the name of the fruits itself. So that's why I have included here, that is the apple. Okay, and then here the banana. Okay, and then I have also used that is the cherry. Okay, so here apple, banana, and then the cherry. So these are all the three fruits. Okay, that I have included in this particular, that is the fruits here. Okay, and then what I will be doing here is that I will be appending. Okay, so what is the way in which I can append that? Okay, so what is the way in which I can append that means what is the syntax means? Okay, so for any of the method, okay, for any of the method you are going to use it in the list. Okay, so what is the syntax means? The syntax will be the list name. Okay, and then followed by the what? Followed by the method name, and in the bracket you are going to specify the value for it. Okay, so that is what is the syntax, that is the list name dot method name, and then in bracket you are going to specify the value for it. Okay, so here I have specified fruits dot append, and then here the orange, because I want to include the orange fruit to the existing fruits here. Okay, then I will be printing the fruits here. Then you can notice here the output you will be getting it as the orange will be included, but what you need to understand that where it will be included, that is what is important here. So the append element, okay, so the append method is going to be used to include the element, but it will be including the element at the end of the list itself. Okay, so that is what of this the append method is all about. So append method is all about what? It includes, okay, it includes the element at the end of the list. Okay, now we will be moving into this, the practically implementation, okay, about this particular concept. Okay, how this practically we can implement it. Okay, because that is very much important that you need to understand that. Okay, how we can practically implement, okay, this particular concept. Okay, that is the append method. Okay, already you have understood the theoretical concept. Okay, how the append method is going to be used. Okay, and for what purpose the append method is going to be used and all. Okay, now you should understand clearly that. Okay, so how practically the append method is going to be implemented. Okay, so here you can notice here is that, okay, the same example that I have taken here, apple, banana, and then the cherry, I am declaring it in the way, that is the list name fruits, and then here I will be using the append method, and then I will be appending the orange here. Okay, so here I will be appending this orange. Okay, so instead of this orange also you can, whatever the element that you want, you can include. Okay, so here what I will be including means here, okay, I will be including, that is I will be including, okay, that is the ECB section I will be including. Okay, I will be including here the ECB section. Okay, and then if I could able to run this, okay, so when I will be running this particular program, now you can notice here is that yes, the ECB, okay, this particular value is being included, but where it is being included, that is also important, right? Okay, so here where it is being included, it is being included at the extremely end of the list. That is what is important. When you use the append method, okay, the element will be inserted into the list at the end itself. Okay, so that is what is this the practical implementation, okay, about this the append method. Okay, now, okay, we will be looking into the next important method, that is the clear method. Okay, so what do you mean by the clear method? So you need to understand. Okay, so what do you mean by the clear method? Okay, so clear method means what? Okay, so as the name itself indicates, okay, so clear means what? It clears. Okay, probably you have heard the example of clinical all clear. Clinical all clear means what? That particular shampoo removes all the dandruff. Okay, but here the clear method. Okay, so here the clear method, it removes all the elements from the list itself. That is what is important here. Okay, so here for what purpose? Okay, for what purpose this you can notice here is that, okay, for what purpose we will be using this the clear method. Okay, so the clear method, as the name itself indicates, okay, it is going to be used to remove all the elements from the list. Okay, so here I have taken the example of that is the fruits here. Okay, so in the same example, that is apple, banana, and then the cherry, these are the three. Okay, that is the fruits. I have included it in the list name, that is the fruits here. Then I will be using a clear method here. So when I will be using a clear method means, so all the elements that are going to be present in the list here, that is the list fruits, okay, that will be removed. So you will be getting an output. Okay, so you will be getting an output. You can notice here. Okay, you will be getting an output, that is the square bracket itself. Okay, but what about the elements? Because I have included all these three elements, right? I have given the input as the three elements. Where these three elements went? Okay, so since I have used this the clear method, okay, so clear means what? It is going to clear all the elements. It is going to clear, or it is going to remove all the elements from what? From the fruit list. Okay, so that's why here the output you will be getting it as that is the square bracket. Okay, so here now when I will be, okay, so here now let us see the practical implementation. Okay, so about this particular concept itself. Okay, so now let us see the practical implementation also, so that it would be easy for you in order to understand how to write a program and how to clear the elements from the list and all. Okay, so here, okay, I will be giving you an example here. Okay, so now you can notice here in this particular example, okay, that what we have taken here, the same way example apple, banana, and then the cherry I have taken, and then here I have used the clear method, and then I will be printing the fruits here. So now you can notice here the output that you will be getting it as here. Okay, even though I have specified all these inputs, apple, banana, and the cherry, but the output you will be getting it as what? You will be getting it as the empty itself. Why it is empty? Okay, why it is empty means because I have used the method called as clear method. So clear method, as the name itself indicates, it is going to clear, or it is going to remove all the elements from the list. Okay, so when I will be running this particular code, okay, so when I will be running this particular code, you can notice that you will not be getting any of the element here as an output. Okay, so you can notice here you will be not getting any of the element as the output. Only the empty square bracket is going to be present. Okay, so that is all about this the clear method. Okay, now what we will be doing means, okay, already we saw the append method, okay, and then we saw the clear method. Okay, then the next method, then we will be moving into this the next method. Okay, so here what is this next method? Okay, so the next method is, that is the copy method. Okay, so most of the students knows about this particular word. Okay, that is, what do you mean by copy? You know, okay, what is the meaning of the copy? You know, okay, because each and every student in some or the other way, each and everyone will be doing copy in one or the other way. Okay, you will be copying some of the hairstyle, you will be copying some of the dress sense and all, or you will be copying some of the any of the features that whatever that you like, you will be copying. Okay, so here what do you mean by, okay, so what do you mean by the copy? Okay, so here now what do you mean by the copy here? Okay, so you need to understand that what do you mean by the copy? So here copy means what? So copy is nothing but copying the content, copying the elements of the list. Okay, the elements of the list will be copied and it will be stored under the another variable. You can notice here is that I have used here, that is the X as a variable. Okay, I have used, and then here the list. Okay, that is the fruits is nothing but the list name. Okay, and then I will be specifying it as a copy here. Okay, fruits dot copy means what? The elements that are going to be present, okay, will be copied and it will be stored in the variable called as what? The X. So then when I will be printing the value of the X, okay, then the output you will be getting it as the apple, banana, and then the cherry. Okay, so what you are getting out of this means whenever you want to copy, okay, the elements of the list from one list to the any other variable, at that time you can go for this particular method. Okay, so what is this particular method is? That is the copy method. Okay, so you can use this copy method in order to copy the content of the one list to the another list. Okay, so here, so in today's class, okay, these are all the things that we had a discussion. Okay, that is in today's class we had a discussion regarding, that is the what do you mean by the slicing. We had a discussion. Okay, and then even we had a discussion, that is what do you mean by the different types of the methods. Okay, we had a discussion regarding the how we can do the slicing. Okay, and then even we had a discussion regarding what are all the different types of the methods that we can use, and then what is the description of that. Among the different types of the methods, okay, we had seen what do you mean by the append method, what do you mean by the clear method, and what do you mean by the copy method. Okay, and then even we had seen the practical implementation about all these methods. Okay, by practically implementing it. Okay, how to write that particular programming part. Okay, that's also we had seen. Okay, so in the next class we will be moving into the different types of the methods. Okay,